Apple is gearing up to make 2026 a turning point in smartphone history. And this time, it's not just about faster chips or shinier screens, it's about reimagining what an iPhone can truly be. According to a major new report from JP Morgan, Apple's entire next-generation iPhone 18 lineup, including the iPhone 18, iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and even the mysterious iPhone Air 2, is about to receive a massive leap forward in camera technology. Every flagship model will feature a 24-megapixel front-facing camera, marking one of the biggest jumps in iPhone camera history. To put that in perspective, the iPhone 17 lineup introduced an 18-megapixel sensor, already impressive. But a 24-megapixel camera means sharper detail, better depth, and more realistic skin tones, all thanks to Apple's next-gen image signal processor and its upgraded center stage camera system. This new front sensor isn't just about numbers, it's about experience. Imagine taking selfies that rival DSLR portraits or making FaceTime calls that look cinematic even in low light. Apple's engineering team has reportedly fine-tuned this new sensor to capture 3 times more data in shadows and highlights, making every frame richer, smoother, and more natural. And yes, the center stage square sensor design, first introduced with the iPhone 17 series, is here to stay. That unique layout allows for both portrait and landscape selfies while holding the phone vertically, something no other brand has truly mastered yet. Now, with a 24-megapixel sensor behind it, Apple's front camera could easily become the best in the smartphone industry, especially for vloggers, streamers, and digital creators who rely on precision lighting and skin tone accuracy. But wait, that's just the start. Because according to JP Morgan's latest data, Apple's first foldable iPhone is no longer just a concept. It's real, it's being tested, and it's reportedly entering advanced development stages. And here's where things get wild. This foldable iPhone might feature the world's first 24-megapixel under-display camera built directly into its inner screen. That means no hole punch, no notch, no cutout, just a pure, uninterrupted OLED panel capable of stunning selfies. If true, this would push Apple far ahead of Samsung's Z Fold lineup, which still struggles with low-resolution under-screen cameras. Analysts believe this move could redefine how we use foldables, blending Apple's design perfection with futuristic camera engineering. Imagine opening your iPhone and seeing nothing but display until you turn on the camera and it seamlessly activates beneath the glass. It's elegant, it's ambitious, and it's exactly the kind of innovation Apple has been saving for a moment like this. Now let's not forget the other side of the lineup. The budget-friendly models like the iPhone 17e 2nd Gen and the upcoming iPhone 18e 3rd Gen are expected to stick with a 12-megapixel front camera. But don't underestimate them. Apple's computational photography could still make those cameras outperform 20-megapixel sensors from rival brands like Xiaomi or Vivo. Now here's the twist. Apple is changing its launch strategy completely for 2026. For the first time in its history, the iPhone launch cycle will be split into 2 seasons. The premium models, the iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, iPhone Air 2, and the foldable iPhone, will be announced in late 2026. Meanwhile, the standard iPhone 18 and iPhone 18e will arrive a few months later. In spring 2027, this dual launch plan is a strategic masterstroke. By staggering releases, Apple ensures it stays in the news twice a year, keeping the buzz alive and competing more aggressively with Samsung's Galaxy S and Z series. Now let's talk about another camera innovation that's making headlines. Trusted Insider Digital Chat Station claims that Apple is deep into testing a variable aperture main camera system for the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max. In simple terms, this would allow the camera lens to physically adjust its aperture based on lighting conditions. So if you're shooting in low light, the lens opens wider to capture more detail. Step into daylight, and it automatically narrows for better sharpness and depth. It's a technology we've seen briefly on some high-end Android phones, but never at Apple's scale or precision. If this makes it into the final models, it could revolutionize smartphone photography, giving users DSLR-like control in a pocket-sized device. And there's more. Apple is reportedly exploring a hole-punch front camera design for the iPhone 18 Pro models. This could mean the end of the dynamic island, and possibly even the complete disappearance of the notch. Sources say Apple's engineers are testing a hybrid system that places Face ID sensors under the display while keeping a small punch hole cutout just for the front camera, much like what you'd find on flagship Androids. but with Apple's signature precision and security. And if you think that's all, think again. According to early concept leaks, Apple is also experimenting with a transparent glass back panel. This could be one of the most visually striking iPhones ever created, giving users a peek at the internal components, wireless charging coils, and MagSafe ring, all lit up with subtle ambient reflections. It's futuristic, it's bold, and it might just redefine what an iPhone looks like from the back. Apple has been very conservative with its design changes in recent years, but if this transparent approach reaches production, it could trigger a new era of iPhone aesthetics. In short, the iPhone 18 lineup isn't just another annual refresh. It's shaping up to be a statement, one that says Apple is back in the innovation race, ready to challenge not just Samsung and Google, but the entire smartphone industry. And yet, some reports suggest Apple could be saving a few of its biggest surprises for 2027, the year the iPhone 19 series launches, marking the 20th anniversary of the iPhone. That model might introduce the final step in Apple's design evolution, a truly notchless, portless, and fully under-display iPhone. But before that, the iPhone 18 series will lay the foundation. With its 24-megapixel front camera, foldable model, variable aperture lenses, and possible transparent back, it's already shaping up to be the most talked-about iPhone lineup in years. Apple is preparing for a revolution, and the iPhone 18 lineup might be the spark that changes everything. For years, Apple's updates have been gradual, but 2026 could be the year the iPhone gets a complete transformation, inside and out. According to early industry leaks and JP Morgan's latest report, every flagship iPhone 18 model, including the iPhone 18, 18 Pro, and 18 Pro Max, is expected to feature a powerful 24-megapixel front camera. That's not just a spec bump, it's a creative leap. Selfies, FaceTime, and cinematic videos will now capture more detail, richer tones, and realistic depth, all powered by Apple's upgraded center stage AI camera system. The company's new square front sensor gives users the freedom to take both portrait and landscape selfies while holding the phone vertically, and with that 24-megapixel upgrade, low-light photography could reach DSLR-like precision. But that's not the only headline. Apple's long-rumored foldable iPhone is finally real. Sources claim the tech giant is testing a foldable model equipped with an under-display selfie camera, making it the first iPhone with a front camera hidden completely beneath the screen. No cutouts, no punch holes, just a full immersive display. And here's the best part. Apple reportedly plans to release this foldable alongside the iPhone 18 Pro models in late 2026, with standard models following in early 2027. This new launch strategy keeps Apple in the spotlight year-round, directly competing with Samsung's foldable lineup. So what's your take on these iPhone 18 leaks? Would you buy a foldable iPhone with an under-display 24-megapixel camera? Or do you think Apple should wait until the iPhone 19 anniversary to unleash its biggest redesign? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear what you think.